All right, y'all. So y'all said y'all want to hear some body game stories. So I mean, I have like a gajillion, but let me just give you guys a few because when I first really got those results and I was swole and I wasn't so focused on just working. Like I had a short period of time where I was like, hey yo, let me hop on dating apps and shit like that. But let me just give you guys a few stories. Nothing crazy. But like just showing you that when you have body game, you do not need mouthpiece, yo. Like a lot of people think you need mouthpiece, bro. Nobody, I don't care, bro. You can ask anybody, or you can have anybody debate me. Nobody has less mouthpiece than I do, bro. I do not say shit, bro. Like, let me give you guys an example, right? So, I was chilling because obviously I had like a decent following when I first started like posting shit on social media, but I was posting consistently, right? Consistency is key. But I was posting like workout stuff and I was getting in shape and I was starting to look better and I posted all the time. I always had a haircut, so it was like, yo, the chick's gonna notice, obviously. So I had some chick hit me up. I think it was on Instagram, yeah. So she hit me up and she was like, hey, what's up, blah blah blah. And we started talking back and forth and I kind of just left her on red all the time type shit because I had other chicks I was dealing with and I was dealing with work. And then eventually she's like, let's go on a date. So we went on a date. Mind you guys, I don't like when people come up to dates late. So she got to the date late. She was like, I think she was half Indian, half Italian or half white or some shit. But anyways, little baddie. But anyways, she came to the date late. So I'm like, yo, honestly, bro, if I'm mad, I ain't gonna hide it. I'm not like a fake dude that's like, oh, it's okay that you're late. I was like, hey, yo, you're late. What the fuck, yo? And she was like, oh no, like I'm so sorry. I had to like put on my makeup and I was nervous. I was like, all right, so cool. You're paying for dinner and you're paying for the first round of drinks and shit like that. And she was like, okay, I'll do whatever. So she paid for dinner. She paid for the first round of drink. Obviously, I was pissed, right? So then we chilling or whatever. And then like we get back to my place. We do whatever like. Because she saw that I was like high value, because I'm genuine with that. I can't fake high value. You feel me? Like if I'm not feeling something, if I'm pissed, right? Because she saw that, because she saw like my attitude was like, man, I ain't fucking with this because you late. You probably don't fuck with me like that type shit. She was really like, pursuing. So we got home, we did our thing or whatever. But after that, yo, she would always hit me up first, and she would just come over to the crib, right? She like off rip, like no conversation. It's just like she would be texting me throughout the day, and I would literally just be like, "Hey, you trying to come over?" And she'd be like, "Okay." And then she would get there. She would try to talk about her day, like about work. I don't give a fuck about work, but I don't care what she did at work. I'm just like, "Hey, yo, shut up." Just shut up and get in the room, yo. And we did our thing. That's all it was for that situation. Obviously, this is body game. This is not like long-term relationship and shit like that. But that's all we did. I would be like, hey, shut up. Go to the back room. Like that's it. Like shut up. Go to my room. Let's do the thing. Let's chill. Let's watch some Netflix. 'Cause I just wanted to chill, man. I wasn't trying to impress her or nothing like that. And I feel like a lot of people try to impress chicks 24/7, and they talk their way out of it. You feel me? Like. When you have value, you don't have to speak it into existence. When you're quote unquote alpha, you don't say, I'm alpha. Like you don't do that shit. You see what I'm saying? Okay, so with that same scenario, when I was at work, right, I was working at some job, I was doing overnight shifts, and there was some chick, bro, a light-skinned baddie that worked in the front or whatever, right? And all the chicks, every time I came in, all the chicks were all over me like, oh my God, you're so fucking sexy. Like this one lady used to, okay, so I worked 7 p.m. to 7 a.m., guys. Listen up to the story. I worked 7 p.m. to 7 a.m. It's crazy when I start talking, I remember this stuff because I literally, bro, this shit's crazy. But anyways, I worked 7 p.m. to 7 a.m. There was a lady at the main office, right? Because this was like a psych facility right here, and then the main office was over here. There was a lady that worked 8 a.m. to 6 p.m., right? She would, after her 8 to 6 shift, she would come over and wait for me to come at 7 p.m., right, if she saw me on the schedule, just to flirt with me. Like, swear to God, yo, she was like, bro, it was this black lady, she was like in love with me, bro. She was literally in love with me. Every time I got on shift, she'd be like, oh my God, he's so sexy. She was literally, I swear to God, every other word was like a sexual innuendo, yo. And then all the other nurses would do the same shit, but I wasn't really fucking with them like that because I had other shit going on. But there was a girl in the front, right, and there was this dude that worked there, and he was always trying to be like super alpha and shit. And I was like, I'm the alpha. That's what he was always saying and shit like that. So I think he was messing with her. I don't really know, bro. I don't know. But anyways, one day I had to go to the front to handle a situation. And like I ended up talking to her a little bit. She was pretty cool. So we ended up exchanging numbers and shit like that. And then, just literally just from looking good, just from being swole, like, I linked with her just from that, bro. Like I was the only person. Like I was literally the only person at work who was not trying to flirt with nobody, but she just, she was like, damn, this nigga's really not trying to flirt with me. And then she like gave me her number or whatever when I had went to that front that one day, and then we just started texting back and forth, and eventually she came over to the crib or whatever. But that's just another situation. Another situation I had, some chick, she didn't even speak English, bro. So she didn't even speak English. So what happened was, She like when she hit me up on Instagram, we were just kind of I think she was Nicaraguan or Ecuadorian. I don't fucking know. But anyways, she would hit me up on Instagram. Obviously, she did Google Translate, so I didn't know she didn't speak English. So she was like, "Oh my God, I can't believe you hit me back or whatever." And I was like, "Yeah, I hit you back." Clearly, she was kind of bad. I ain't gonna lie. I'll give her like a 7.5 out of 10 type shit. But yeah, I hit her up or whatever. I mean, I hit her up because she was always responding to my story. So I finally hit her back, and then she's like, "Oh my God, blah blah blah. We should go out on a date or something like that." I was like, "Nah, but we could link up." And then she was like, "Oh, we should do a date." I'm like, "Nah, but we could link up." So she's like, "Fine." So literally, bro, our first date, I went to pick her up and we just went to an Airbnb, bro. And you feel me? Like that was the first date, bro. That was the first date. And you already know what happened, bro. I ain't got to say nothing. But like as soon as she got in the car, bro, I realized she didn't speak English, right? So she had to like use Google Translate. And she was trying to ask me questions. I'm like, "Hey, yo, man, type that shit into Google Translate and fucking drive me, yo." And she was like, okay. So she was typing that shit into Google Translate and shit. And then after a while, I got frustrated with Google Translate. I was just like, "Stop talking, yo. Let's stop talking. I don't want to hear shit, type shit. Like, I don't even want to hear it. Let's just, you know what I'm here for. You know what I'm here for, okay? You know what's up, right?" And she was feeling me like crazy, honestly, because she was obsessed with me. Because when I scrolled up on the messages, bro, apparently she was responding to my story for a minute. So she was like obsessed with me type shit. So you already know what happened. I think she still hit me up to this day. Yeah. I think she hit me up like the other day. So that's what kind of made me even remember in the first place. Let me think of another situation. I mean, there's a bunch of situations. There was another situation, right? When I was going to New York for a photo shoot. This is not the one New York chick, because I'm not going to talk about her. This is the other New York chick. But anyways, I was going to New York for a photo shoot or whatever, and I was, I put out my story. I'm like, "I'm going to New York" or something like that. And I guess some chick found me on TikTok, and then she hit me up on Instagram or whatever, and she was like, "Hey, I'm coming to Florida or whatever." So I was like, "Okay, congratulations." And then she's like, "But I wanted to see you." And I was like, "Okay, I'd be busy." And then she was like, "Could we link up?" And I was like, "I guess if you come, we'll see." And then she didn't end up coming, right? And then she saw like a week or two later that I was going to New York, and she's like, "Hey, you should see me." And I was like, "Aren't you the girl that didn't show up?" And she's like, "My flight literally got delayed because COVID, blah, blah, blah." All this other shit, right? I was like, "Okay, whatever." Now, as soon as I slid to New York, I had my Airbnb and shit, photo shoot was like the next day or whatever. So I told her, I was like, "Hey, slide over. So she slid over, bro. And I'm, this is not the first time this happened. I got like 1,000 stories where this happens, but as soon as she came over, bro, I tried to talk to the chick, bro, because she was cool. She was in the gym and shit like that. I tried to talk to the chick, right? Off rip, bro. I'm not even playing, bro. She said hi. She said 2 words, and she slobbed on the knob, bro. She just went straight to slobbing. I was like, "Bro, you could say hello next time, bro. I need a warning, bro." She just went like, I was like, "Hey, what's up?" She went, y'all already know how it goes, man. But yeah, man. So just situations like that are what happened with BodyGame. Without BodyGame, bro, before BodyGame, you feel me? Like, here's the thing. Anything that I said or did when I didn't have BodyGame was creepy. All right, and then you get BodyGame, and it's like, "Oh shit, he has so much game." Like you can be like, "Hey, baby, that was horrible, was it not?" If you have BodyGame, that's game. If you don't have BodyGame, that's not game. Now, obviously, that's not every situation. There are some dudes out there that are like, not your prototypical quote unquote Chad and Tyrone. They might be like, 5'7", kind of skinny, but they got a good mouthpiece. That's cool. That's rare though. That's super rare. But that works too. I ain't gonna lie, that shit works. If you got like super good mouthpiece and you want to put in extra work, but I don't put in any work, yo. I just don't, and I just find it more efficient that way. You get your physique in check, you get your mindset right, and you're really focused. Like that's why I always say read books, but you're actually focused on your goals. When you're actually focused on your goals, it's different energy than acting like you're focused on your goals. If you act like you're focused on your goals, you'll be swayed off easily. Like a chick will be like, "Hey, come see me," and you'll be like, "Okay," because you weren't really on your purpose. All right, now I got another situation here. This is the last one. This is like 5 out of like at least 200 stories, yo. But anyways, there was some chick. It was like, yeah, I think it was a snow bunny, yeah. So this one's a snow bunny. The other one was black and African and light skinned, and I can't remember. But anyways, this one was a snow bunny, but I remember like, all right, so I think I met her on a dating app, right? Just like a couple of years ago, met her on a dating app. And then I already know how the game goes, bro. Like I was so focused on work, I was like, yo, I'm not like putting in any effort. And she's like, "Hey, you should come see me." She was cute too, she was cute. So, "Hey, you should come see me," or whatever. And I was like, no. She said we should go on a date. And because she responded to my Snapchat, because I added her on Snapchat, she said, we should go on a date. And I was like, "You should just slide over." And she's like, I don't come over to the crib on the first date. And I was like, "Okay, cool." Did not, and I promise you, I did not, I didn't respond, I just left her on open, right? And then, you know, she followed me on Instagram like a day later and started liking all my shit, watching all my stories. Then she unfollowed me, then she followed me, then she unfollowed me, then she followed me. I'm not following her back type shit. You feel me? Because I don't give a shit. And she just kept watching my stories, watching my stories, watching my stories. And then, yo, like 5 months later, bro, like it had to be 4 or 5 months later, she hit me up. And she was like, I was hanging out with my boys downtown. And she hit me up. And she was like, hey, you should come see me tonight. And I was like, this sounds like my language, right? This was 5 months later, by the way. So you should come see me tonight. So I was like, all right, bro. All right. Now we talking, bro. So I went over, you know, we did everything. Now, when I was leaving the next morning, I don't know if she had a boyfriend or not to this day, but I saw like a picture of her and some dude. I don't want to ask about it because I ain't want, you know what I'm saying? So I was like, I don't know if this chick has a boyfriend or not. Or maybe she has like a distant boyfriend in the military or some shit. I don't know. This is not the other military chick, by the way. But anyways, I was like, I don't know if she got a boyfriend. But yeah, bro, it was like, when they really want you, man, they gonna make it known. Like when you have BodyGame, they gonna make it known. Like you got your physique together, you get haircuts, you know what I'm saying? You're not like creepy, you're not desperate. They're gonna notice that energy because that is rare energy. At the end of the day, I'm making this video, but at the end of the day, a lot of people are still never gonna achieve BodyGame, never gonna achieve that energy because they're too impatient, they're too desperate type shit. But I'm telling you, bro, if you're just really on your purpose, you got your friends, you got your hobbies, you focus on the gym, you focus on eating right, feeling better, reading, actually improving your mental, it is just objectively attractive. Like jobs, when you go up to a job interview, you're gonna be picked first. When you walk into the store, you're gonna be looked at first because you move differently. Like when you go to the grocery store, you know exactly what you're getting. When you go to the gym, you know exactly what you're hitting. You do everything with intention. That shit is powerful. That's what leaders do. That's what, like, you feel me? Like, that's how Rome was built. Everything was done with intention. It wasn't just some random shit like, hey, do this, do that. And a lot of you guys are doing that. A lot of you guys are just like, oh shit, like, let me hit up this girl. Let me go holler at chicks here. And over time, your body gets sloppier and sloppier and sloppier because you're not working on your physique. You see what I'm saying? Let's see, I got a lot of, oh, you guys wanted the flying out stories. That's what you guys wanted. All right, so I don't want to make this shit too long. All right, I don't want to make this shit too long. But let's just go into flying out stories. So I think there's like 10 of them or 5, 10, like 10, but I'll just go through one. But anyways, there was some chick, I was hitting her up for a while. I think she actually worked with me, like I actually trained her like online like years and years ago, probably like 5 years ago, some shit like that. But anyways, she had hit me up and she was like, hey, I wanted to be somewhere for vacation or whatever while I wanted to be somewhere for vacation I could relax that's close to the beach. And I was living next to the beach at that time. So she was like, if I slide through, you know, if I fly out there, can I see you or whatever? If I can't see you, I won't fly out there. And I was like, yeah, you can see me or whatever, right? So I forgot all about this, right? So we set a date or whatever. I forgot all about this shit. So I was about to go to sleep, right? And she had hit me up. She's like, hey, I'm here. You should have known that I was here. I was like, you never hit me up. And she's like, come see me in my hotel room or whatever. So you already know what happened. But just in general, like situations like that, a lot of that is, you know, the chicks chasing the dude. I can't imagine what celebrities get, but I have seen some frat boy DMs, and then, you know, my homeboys who, they get way more hoes than me. It's not even fucking close. I've seen their DMs and their offers. They be getting some crazy ass DMs. Their DMs be like, all right, like their DMs be like 2 baddies, and they're like, hey, yo, we're trying to have a threesome. They're not even joking. Like the girls aren't joking. You feel me? Like, cause y'all don't understand. Like, here's the thing. For girls, most girls can do OnlyFans and get some kind of traction. Most dudes can't do OnlyFans and get traction. There's only a few dudes that people would even want to see on OnlyFans. You see what I'm saying? So if you're at that level where girls want to see your OnlyFans, then you're already at the top. You're at the top of the top. You're in like the top 5% of dudes. So like my homeboys, some of them do OnlyFans and shit like that. So they get all the chicks, bro. It's not even close. Like, and that shit made me realize, like I said, like what BodyGame taught me is so fucking much, but like just girls hitting me up and hitting them up, like because we're all, you know, in shade, we're tatted, always clean cut and shit like that. Just them hitting us up from appearance made me realize just how important appearance is, even though they all say personality. The top 3 personality traits you can have is a good physique, lean good physique, nice haircut, nice presentation, and, you know, either being over 6 foot or having sex appeal. Like that shit, those traits, for some reason, those are the #1 personality traits. Like, it's kind of crazy to me. Like, because when chicks be like, oh, I would never do someone who abuses, blah, 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 blah. And then they'll be like a 6'5" dude who's a known abuser, and they'll just like go for him or some crazy shit. Or they'll be like, I would never date someone who has 3 kids. Then they'll be like a, you know, an NFL player or some shit, or like a dude that's in super good shape, you know, with like a model face, and, you know, they go with him even though he has 3 kids. So don't watch what they do. I mean, don't watch what they say, watch what they do, because it's completely different. Like I said, if I go to chicken and I'm not her type, and I say what's up, or some shit like that, she's like, ugh, what the fuck? If I go up to chicken and I say what's up, and I'm her type. Obviously, how you say it matters, and the energy you have matters, and what you're wearing semi matters, but. Like the entire body game shit, like with me, I have no fucking swag, yo. I wear some bullshit. Now, obviously, you're gonna see my muscles and everything I wear, but I'm talking about I'm just wearing gray sweatpants everywhere, just chilling, black sweatpants everywhere, just wearing a shirt or a tank top everywhere, and it's like, it's nothing crazy. Now, obviously, if I went to like a date, I wear like a button down, I'm decently fresh, but it's nothing crazy. Like, I feel like a lot of people think they need a Corvette. Even when I had a Camaro, you know, Mustang, Charger, all that shit, the chicks never seen it, bro. They never saw my car, bro. So it was like, they didn't really, that's not what they wanted me for. So a lot of people think you need a Hellcat, you need, you know, $100,000, you know, in cash in your pockets and $1 million in the bank account to get chicks. And it's like, they don't really care about that shit, because if you're not that person that you want them to be, if you don't have that aura and, you know, the swag that you're successful with chicks, then they're not really gonna be attracted to you. But yeah, that's the body game stories. I mean, let me know if you want more, or let me know if you want me to go into more detail, because it would take too long to go into detail for some of them, but I could go into detail for some of them. There's like at least 100 more stories, to be honest.